Hi friends, welcome to Model Maths Nagaraj Sir YouTube channel. Today in this video we are going to discuss in the intermediate junior inter. Junior inter means who completed 10th class, then those are enter into the intermediate first year, those called junior inter. In this junior inter we have many groups, and one of the group is MPC, and MEC students also have maths is a subject. In the maths we have two subjects, one is maths 1A and maths 1B. So maths 1A is one paper, and maths 1B is second paper. It is also consists 75 marks, and maths B also consists 75 marks, and other subjects may be physics 60 marks, chemistry 60 marks, and languages Telugu and English consist 100 marks. Okay, chemistry also 60 marks. This is your MPC group pattern. So for that's why maths A and maths 1B are two different question papers. So maths 1A also I gave the videos, and maths 1B also 75 marks. In this maths 1B we are going to discuss. In the maths 1B we have 10 chapters. We have how many chapters? 10 chapters. In that the first chapter is locus. What is the first chapter? Locus. So from this chapter we have 4 marks out of 75. It is a small topic. Just we have only approximately only 17 questions are enough. If you complete the 17 questions, we can have 4 marks. So part 1 in the locus. In this video we are going to discuss part 1. So before starting that, please like and subscribe, click bell button to get more videos. If you are interested in my videos, please share with your friends. Okay, coming to the point. Locus. Actually, locus means what? What is the definition of locus? So locus means very simple, the set of points. Locus means what? The set of points. And what is the condition to satisfying the points? The set of points which are satisfying the geometric condition. Okay, that's it. So definition is not important, but locus means what? Means which is the set of points which are satisfying the given geometric condition. That is locus. In this locus we have only just 3 formulas, and already you know the 3 formulas, because for the first formula is okay na? We have many formulas, only 3 formulas, very simple formulas. One is distance formula. What is the distance formula? Yes, very good. The distance formula is, suppose A x1 comma y1 and B x2 comma y2, then the distance between A and B is denoted by AB, and that is equal to root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is the formula. Okay, this is a distance formula. We studied in 10th class also. Many times it is repeated, distance formula. This is very, very most important to remember. Many times it is useful in the next second chapter, whatever next third chapter. Okay, in maths 1A in 10th class, many times the distance formula is used. So we have to remember this distance formula. And the second formula is, if A x1 comma y1 and the point B is x2 comma y2 and point C is x3 comma y3 are 3 vertices of a triangle, or 3 vertices of a triangle, then area of triangle is 1/2 into modulus. Okay na? Suppose for a triangle A, B, C are 3 points, then how can we find area? We have different formulas to find area in geometry. Half into base into height, like so and so. If it is equilateral triangle, there is a one formula. If it is isosceles triangle, there is a one formula. But when vertices are given A and B and C individually, Then what is the area of triangle? This is also we studied in 10th class, area of triangle. Okay, again I will tell you. So very simple, x1 into something plus x2 into something plus x3 into something. Okay na? Even I am saying how to remember also. Half into modulus x1 into something plus x2 into something plus x3 into something. Okay, now what will be the something? Very simple. After 1, you just write y minus y, y minus y, y minus y. Okay, 1 is there. After 1 what? 2. After 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Next 2 is there. After 2 what? 3. After 3 again, don't go to 4, come to 1. Because of only 1, 2, 3 only vertices are there. That's it. Next 3 after 1, 1 after 2. So this is the formula to find area of triangle. Okay, is it easy or not to remember? So just if you know these two formulas, and one more formula is the third formula. Third is formula means right angle triangle. Okay, suppose A, B, C are three vertices of a right angle triangle. Then what is the condition? Hypotenuse square AB square equal side square plus side square. Okay, now these three formulas are enough to study this first chapter, locus. Very simple. Okay. Okay, let us take a problem. In this chapter we have only 4 marks questions. 4 marks questions means 4 marks questions only. Okay. In 10th class we have different type of blueprints. It may be asked from 2 marks or 4 marks or 1 mark. We have little bit confusion. But in intermediate there is no confusion. We have 4 marks questions means in the examinations also this question comes in 4 marks bit. So that's why we have only 4 marks in the locus. The first question is find the equation of locus of a point which is at a distance phi from the point minus 2 comma 3 in the XOY plane. Okay, very simple question. It's just asking find the locus of a point. Asking find the locus of a point. So first of all, let us take let a point is x1 comma y1. Let a point P is x1 comma y1. That we have to take. Very simple. Then what is asking in every question? The first point is let a point is P x1 comma y1. That's it. And then what is asking? Which is means this P is at a distance phi from the units. At a distance phi units from the point minus 2 comma 3 means from the point minus 2 comma 3. So P is x1 comma y1 and A is minus 2 comma 3. P is 5 minutes distance from minus 2 comma 3. That means what? We can understood that the distance between P and A is equal to given 5 units. Is it clear? So given point capital A is minus 2 comma 3. That is given point. Okay, condition, given condition. What is given condition? The distance from P to A is 5 units. That's it. What is the distance formula? What is distance formula? Root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. And is equal means is equal, 5 means 5. Just I wrote the formula here. Next to substitute in this formula point P and point A. Point P already taken x1 y1 and point A taken as x2 y2. So substitute in this formula, x1 means x1 only and minus x2 means what? Minus 2. So minus of minus 2 and whole square means whole square. Next plus means plus. Next bracket start. Next y1. y1 means y1 only minus y2. y2 means what? Yes, 3. Very good. And whole square is equal means is equal 5 means. Next level we have a square root. So to remove square root we should squaring on both sides. Okay. So then root of both sides, squaring on both sides, then we get root of whole square is equal 5 square. What about the remaining terms? We have to simplify both. x1 means x1, minus into minus plus 2 whole square and plus and y1 minus 3 whole square. Square root cancel. So remaining we just have x1 plus 2 whole square plus y1 minus 3 whole square is equal 5 square means okay, in the next step I will simplify. 5 square nothing but 5 into 5 25. Now we should explain here. Simplify this. This is in the form of a plus b whole square. So what is a plus b whole square? A square plus 2ab plus b square means 2 square. So for this x1 plus x1 plus 2 whole square means this is. And then plus means plus. This is in the form of a minus b whole square. So a minus b whole square form a square minus 2ab plus b square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. A means y1, b means 3. Finished. Is equal to means is equal. 5 square means 5 square. Okay. And within 2 more steps we can complete the solution. Now x1 square means x1 square. Then plus 2 into 2, 4x1 plus 4x1. Then plus 2 square means 2 2 ja 4. Next plus y1 square as it is minus 2 into 3 how much? 6 y1. Okay, plus 3 square means 3 3 ja 9 and is equal 25. 5 square means 25 is equal 25. I am sending left side, so becomes minus 25 equal 0. Okay na? Just one step I wrote directly is equal to 5 square means 25. 25 bring left side, so it becomes minus 25, then is equal to 0. So what are the remaining now? x1 square plus y1 square, no change. x1 square plus y1 square. Then after write down x1 terms, 4x1. Next minus 6y1. And what about the remaining numbers? 4 plus 9, 13. 13 minus 25. So how much? 12. So minus 12 it becomes is equal to 0. So this is the almost all. We have completed the condition. So what is the locus? Finally, locus of x1 comma y1. Locus of point P x1 comma y1 is just simply x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y minus 12 equal 0. This is the solution. Is it easy or not? Okay, once again I am saying, first read the question. In every question, first let us take given point, let a point, locus of point P x1 comma y1 and write given point. What is the condition? The distance between P and E is 5 units. That is only I wrote. PA is equal to 5. PA means we should apply distance formula. So this is the formula I applied. I wrote formula here. Okay. Next to root means root. X1 means x1 because of x1 means x1 only. This is x1 y1. This is x2 y2. Minus means minus. X2 means minus of minus 2. And simplify we get the answer. I will give you one question in the same model. You try it. Model. Second, find the equation of locus of a point which is at a distance 5 from the point 4 comma minus 3. Point is given different point in the x, y plane. Okay, what is given? Given point P x1 y1 and given point what? A 4 comma minus 3. So what is the condition? Distance between P and E is, this is also same 5 units is given. So immediately we can write PA equal to 5. What is the distance formula? Root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, and substitute you will get the answer. Same process, just a point is different. What is the answer? X square plus y square minus 8x plus 6y equal to 0. You can do in this model. Next, let us take third question. Third question. Find the equation of locus of a point which is equidistant from the points minus 3 comma 2 and 0 comma 4. Find the equation of a locus. So first of all, let a point is P x1 comma y1. That we have to take. This is every problem. Let a point P x1 comma y1. Then what is the statement is given? Which is means that point to P x comma y1 is equidistant from the points. So which is equidistant means some first point I am taking minus 3 comma 2 and the second point I am taking 0 comma 4. So equidistance means From point P to A, the distance is equal to the distance from P to B. That is nothing but equidistance. So let and given points are, what are the given points? Given points are, one is A, let us take first one is A 3, 2 and B is 0, 4. So 2 points are given, that's why one is taken as A and second one is taken as B. So what is the given condition? Given condition is equidistance to A and B. Therefore given condition is PA is equal PB. This is the given condition based on the question I have written. So PA, what is the distance formula? Root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square for this PA, and is equal to means is equal to. For PB also same formula, because of that is also distance x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Okay, this is the formula I am keeping in box. Then we should find out. So root of x1 means what? X1 only, minus x2 means what? See, I am writing just given, let us point x1 comma y1 and p to a, p to b. This is taken as x to y2. PA relation I am writing x1 minus x2. So minus of minus 3 whole square plus y1 minus y2. What is the y2? 2 whole square. That's it. Next is equal to means is equal. Root means root. Again, this is for PB. Means P and B relation. So this is x2 y2. P is x1 y1. B is x2 y2. Listen again. We have to find the distance P to A and P to B. So P to A means P x1 y1, B x2 y2. Sorry, P x1 y1, A x2 y2. That is relation from P to A. And then P to B. P to B means P is x1 y1, B is x2 y2. P to A means P x1 y1, A is x2 y2. Now find out x1 minus x2 means x1 minus 0 whole square plus y1 minus 4. So y1 minus 4 whole square. Now both sides having a square root. That's why to remove square root, what we have to do? Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. Squaring means what? So root of whole square is equal to root of whole square. So square root root cancel. What is the remaining terms in this? Yes, x1 minus into minus plus 3 plus y1 minus 2 whole square, and here also x1 minus 0 whole square plus y1 minus 4 whole square. Okay, after removing square root, what is the remaining terms? x1 plus 3 whole square plus y1 minus 2 whole square is equal, here x1 minus 0 whole square plus y1 minus 4 whole square is the remaining terms. Now simplify using a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square. So a plus b whole square form a square plus 2ab plus b square. So expansion. Next plus means plus a minus b whole square. What is the a minus b whole square? A square minus 2ab plus b square. That's it. Expansion. Next is equal to means is equal. See here, don't apply a minus b whole square because of x1 minus 0 nothing but x1 only. So we can write directly x1 square. And plus a1 minus 4 whole square means a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, this is the expansion. Both sides x1 square gets cancelled, and both sides y1 square gets cancelled. So what are the remaining? Okay, so please note down. Then will you complete this? Okay. Then next two steps are, what are the remaining? 2 into 3, 6x1, and plus 3 square means 9, and minus 2 into 2, 4y1 minus 4y1, and plus 2 square means plus 4. Then is equal minus 2 into 4. How much? Very good. Minus 8y1, and plus 4 square means plus 16. All send left side. So 6x1 minus 4y1, 9 plus 4 how much? 13. Minus 8y1 send left side becomes plus 8y1 plus 16 send left side minus 16 is equal to 0. So we are getting 6x1 minus 4, sorry, 6x1 as it is. Here 8y1 and minus 4y1. So becomes what? Plus 4y1. And remaining 13 minus 16 how much? Minus 3 is equal to 0. So what is the locus? Therefore, locus of p x1 comma y1 is, locus of p x1 comma y1 is, what is the 6x plus 4y minus 3 equal 0 is the solution. Is it clear? Okay, this way. Okay, point P is equidistant, so that's why PA is equal to PB. So PA formula, distance formula, PB also distance formula I wrote. Here P and A. Here also P and 04 B applied. So both sides to remove square root, squaring on both sides. By squaring, square root, square root cancel. The remaining terms as it is I have written. Remaining terms as it is I have written. And I expand by using a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. After simplifying, we get 6x1 plus 4y1 minus 3 equal to 0. So final step is locus of p x1 y1 becomes what? 6x plus 4y minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, see the next problem. Okay, fourth question. Listen carefully. Fifth question also same model. I will give you homework. Fourth one. Find the equation of locus of a point P. So immediately what we can, let a point P is x1 comma y1. Let us take. Next, what is condition? If the distance of P from 3 comma 0 means distance of PA is twice the distance of P from B. So what is the given? So given condition is distance from P to A is twice, PA is twice distance from P to B. Means what? Twice means what? Yes, very good. PA means twice means 2 into PB. Suppose thrice means 3 into PB, like that. Twice is given. What about A and B? Let given points are, one is A is given, that is 3 comma 0, and B is given minus 3 comma 0, and condition is P is twice PB. So no need to write inverse, directly we can write PA equal to B also. Okay, PA equal to 2 into PB. What is the formula to find PA? Yes, very good. x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square is equal to, means is equal to means 2, and PB formula also same formula, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square formula. Why I am writing always formula? That is for you, because of if you write many times, the formula we can remember easily without by hearting. Okay, to remember the formula, we can remember the formula not only by hearting, we can remember the formula very easily by applying, by writing in the solutions. That's why I am writing again and again. So this is the formula. Okay, now this for PA and 2 means 2, this form for PB. Same formula. Now simplify. Root is equal 2 into root x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 for P and A. So P and A. So P x1 y1, A becomes x2 y2. Okay, P and A. P x1 y1, A x2 y2. So formula x1 minus 3 whole square plus y1 minus 0 whole square, y1 minus 0 whole square. So is equal, okay, is equal 2 into root of, for P x1 y1, B x2 y2. So x1 minus 3. So x1 minus half minus 3 whole square plus y1 minus 0 whole square, y1 minus 0 whole square. That's it. Next, immediately to remove this square root, what we have to do? Squaring on both sides. So therefore, root of x1 minus 3 whole square plus y1 minus 0 whole square is equal 2 into root of x1 minus into minus plus x1 plus 3 whole square plus y1 minus 0 whole square. Okay, now I am doing squaring on both sides. Okay, then square root cancel, so we can write as it easily. x1 minus 3 whole square plus y1 minus 0 whole square. See here, everybody do mistake here. 2 also have a square. So 2 square means 2 into 2. How much? 4. Yes. And square root cancel. Then remaining terms are x1 plus 3 whole square plus y1 minus 0 whole square. And here also 2 is a multiple of whole term. So 2 square means 4 also multiple of whole term. Simplify based on a minus b whole square. Yes. A square minus 2ab plus b square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. A means x1, b means 3. And plus y1 minus 0 means y1 only. Because if you subtract the 0, we are getting same term, y1 square is equal to 4 into a plus b whole square. A square plus 2ab plus b square plus y1 minus 0 means y1 only, y1 square. So simplify in the next step. Don't cancel x1 because of it is 4 into x1 square. So that's why we have to simplify again. x1 square means x1 square. Next, minus 2 into 3, 6x1 plus 3 square means plus 9 plus y1 square plus y1 square. Next is equal 4 into x1 square. 4x1 square. You see here 2 3 is 6x1 this is. So 4 into 6x1. 4 6 is 24x1. Next, this is 3 square means 3 3 is 9. 4 into 9, 36. 4 into 9, 36. 4 into y1 square, 4y1 square. Okay. This we have to simplify. Okay, and almost we have reached. First writing this sentence, right hand sentence, because of the right hand numbers are more. So 4x1 square plus 24x1 plus 36 plus 4y1 square, and the left hand terms I am sending to right side. So x1 square send right side becomes minus x1 square, minus 6x1 send right side becomes plus 6x1, plus 9 right side becomes minus 9, plus y square minus y1 square, and nothing means is equal to 0. So now tell me x1 square terms, here 4 are there, here minus x1 are. So 4x1 minus 1x1 becomes 3x1 square. Next to y1 terms, here 4 y1 terms are there, here minus y1. So 4 y1 minus 1 y1 means 3 y1 square. And then x1 terms, here 24 positives are there, here 6 positive. So 24 plus 6 how much? 30 x1. And y1 terms, are there y1 terms? There are no y1 terms. And what about the constants? Here plus 36, here minus 9. 36 minus 9 becomes what? Yes, very good. 25 is equal to 0. Is anything common in this? Is anything common? Sorry, how much here? 36 minus 9. 27. Okay, is anything common? 3 is common. So if you take out 3 common, then we have x1 square plus y1 square plus 10x1 plus 9 equal 0. Therefore, locus of p x1 comma y1 is x square plus y square plus 10x plus 9 equal 0. This is the solution. Next, same model, fifth question. Same, find the equation of locus of point P if the distance of P from origin is twice the distance of P from 1 comma 2. Is it same type of question? But what is origin? Origin means very simple, 0 comma 0. So you can do from P to A 0 0, P x1 y1. So A becomes 0 0, and P to B, B is 1 comma 2. So 1 comma 2. Same condition, twice means PA equal 2 into PB. Same formula apply, and x1 y2, x2 y2 0 0. For next to PB, x2 y2 1 comma 2. Okay, now substitute and do in this way. You will get the answer 3x square plus 3y square minus 8x minus 16y plus 20 is equal to 0. Okay, dear friends, if you have any doubts, you can put in comment box. Your feelings also necessary. Thanks you for following my videos, and please like, share, subscribe. And okay, let us take sixth question. Sixth question, this is important question. Of course, previous also a little bit important, and this is more important. The ends of hypotenuse of a right angle triangle are 0 comma 6 and 6 comma 0. Find the equation of locus of its third vertex. So here the ends of hypotenuse of right angle triangle. What is right angle triangle? Yes, one of the angle is 90 degrees. That is called hypotenuse, right angle triangle. In this, what are the which is the hypotenuse? This is the hypotenuse. So ends of this hypotenuse are 6, 0 and 0, 6. So let I am taking one is A, one is B. Okay. Or you can take here A, here B also. This is the rough diagram. Don't think geometrically perfectly. Okay. One is 0, 6 and the other one is 6, 0. And okay, find the equation of locus of its third vertex. What is the remaining third vertex among these three? 1, 2. Other one is, this is P, x1, y1 is the third vertex. So right angle triangle is given. Okay, now is there anywhere given any condition like that to the distance something, or distance from here to twice is distance that one, like so and so? No condition is given. Then how? Yes, very good. We can see the condition in the given triangle. Because of right angle triangle means we can say that side square plus side square is equal hypotenuse square. Okay. So what is the condition? Side square means PA square plus other side square PB square is equal hypotenuse square AB square. So based on this condition, we can continue the problem. Okay. So let us do solution. First of all, what is the first step? Let a point 2. So here third vertex mentioned. That's why let third vertex I am taking as some P x1, y1. So what are the remaining 2 points? So given points are some A 0, 6 and B 6, 0. Okay, no problem. So condition. So triangle ABC, triangle PAB is right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. So condition becomes PA square plus PB square equal to AB square. So up to here we must write. Then what is PA square formula? Very simple. Same formula, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Plus PB also same formula, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, and is equal to for AB also same formula, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Okay, this is the formula. But here PA formula is, so PA whole square means formula also becomes square. So square. Okay. Here no need to squaring on both sides because of already square is given. Already AB square is given. Then substitute for P and A, write down for P and A. So if P is x1 y1, then A is 0, 6. So this is treated as x2 y2. So substitute for this x1 minus x2 means x1 minus 0 whole square, x1 minus 0 whole square plus y1 minus y2 means y1 minus 6. So y1 minus 6 whole square, and having again whole square because of this is PA whole square, and then plus, then write for PB. So P and B, if P is x1 y1, then B is x2 y2. Very good, x2 y2. So x1 minus 6 whole square plus y1 minus y2 means y1 minus 0 whole square, and having whole square because of this is PB square. Okay, now in our mathematics you just continue the step by step, one by step. So I wrote this step based on the previous step. This step based based on the previous step, like that. And is equal to means is equal, and root of x1 minus 6. This is for what? This is for AB square. So we should take A and B. One is x1 y1, one is y1 x2 y2. So A is taken as x1 y1. So roughly I am writing here A 0, 6 take as x1 y1 and B 6, 0 take as x2 y2. Okay, now for what? For AB, to find the distance from A and B, one A is x1 y1, B is x2 y2. So now tell me x1 minus x2 means 0 minus 6. 0 minus 6 whole square plus y1 minus y2 means 6 minus 0 whole square, and it also having square because of it is a AB square. So because of it is a AB square. And all terms square, square root cancel, square root cancel. Then simplify remaining terms. X1 minus 0 whole square, x1 minus 0 whole square, plus y1 minus 6 whole square, plus here also x1 minus 6 whole square, plus y1 minus 0 whole square is equal square root cancel. What is the remaining? 0 minus 6. 0 minus 6 means only 6 we get. Okay, 6 minus 0 whole square. In the next step, I'm completing this sentence. X1 minus 0 means nothing, only x1 square. Okay, now don't apply a minus b whole square because of this is a 0. Plus here apply a minus b whole square. So we can write a square minus 2ab plus b square means 6 square. And here also a minus b whole square formula. A square minus 2ab plus b square. And here y1 minus 0. y1 minus nothing means y1 only. Only y1 square is the remaining. That's it. And is equal to means is equal 0 minus 6 means minus 6 whole square. Plus 6 minus 0 whole square means 6 whole square. So dear friends, both sides 6 square. This minus 6 whole square means it becomes plus 6. Okay, for your convenience, I will write one more step. So whatever it, x1 square plus y1 square, 2 6 ja, 12 y1, 6 square 36 plus x1 square, 2 6 ja, 12 x1 plus 6 square means 6 ja, 36 plus y1 square and is equal minus 6 whole square. Minus 6 into minus 6. How much? Plus 36 and plus again 6 square means 6 into 6 36. So both sides same, 36 gets cancelled. 36 gets cancelled. What are the remaining? Here 1x1 square, here 1x1 square. Total we have a 2x1 square terms. Next y1 terms here 1, here 1. So total also we have 2 y1 square terms. Next x1 terms. Here minus 12x1, that's all, minus 12x1. And y1 terms here minus 12y1. And is any other terms? No, nothing. Completely complete. 0. So which is common in all terms? 2 is common. Take out 2 common, then x1 square plus y1 square minus 6x1 minus 6y1 equal 0. So almost we have completed. So therefore, locus of P x1 comma y1 is, or locus of third vertex P x1 y1 is, what is that? X square plus y square minus 6x minus 6y equal to 0. This is the solution. See, listen again. Here question is given right angle triangle. So that's why take condition PA square plus PB square equal to AB square. PA means P is x1 y1, A means 0 x2, and substitute and simplify, we get the answer. So let us take one more problem. The same type of question, you do it. Find the equation of locus of point P if the line segment joining 2, 3 and minus 1, 5 subtends a right angle triangle. Okay, na? Question given in the different way, but same type of question. So how can we find the line segment joining 2, 3 minus 1, 5 subtends a right angle? Means the same process. Line segment joining 2, 3 minus 1, 5. Minus 1, 5. Subtends right angle at other point. Means it form a right angle triangle. So PA square plus PB square is equal to AB square. Same condition, same formula. And here the numerical numbers are changed. What is A here? 2, 3. What is B here? What is B? Minus 1, 5. Okay, na? Here you just write down a point P. Let a locus of point P is x1, y1, and same process you do. Okay, na? You just change these values and simplify, you will get the solution. So what is the answer for this question? Means I will give you x square plus y square minus x minus 8y plus 13 equal 0 is the answer. You just check it. If you do not get, do again. Listen. Thank you for watching my videos. If you have any doubts, you can comment. And also, please subscribe and click bell button if still not subscribed. Thank you very much. And in part 2, we will discuss how to find the locus when the distance between 2 points ratio is given and the area of triangle is given. so and so sums are, those are very most important than these questions. Those are most important than these questions. So please watch my videos. Thank you very much.